Hey everyone, it's Ethan Ormis back again for another video today, and welcome back to our Philadelphia Flyers franchise mode. Here we are today in the off season of season number 3, moving along pretty fast here, guys. So, yeah, let's get right into it. We are going to simulate to the draft, and there is a small but definitely a chance of a retirement or two coming up for our team. So, first of all, Buffalo moves from 15 to 2. Unbelievable. My God. Rip Boston, poor guys. But yeah, that's a big jump. Jesus Christ, that's crazy. That's crazy. Anyways, anyways, like I said, we could have some retirees here. Let's see if we will. Not looking like we will, which is great to see. But let's just sort it by team. So we've got Corey Perry. I'm actually looking at people that matter. Chris Letang retiring 1 point off 700. You wouldn't play one more season for that, buddy? Really? Andrew Ladd, Jeff Carter, Jack Johnson, Brent Seabrook. This is a Dano Chara and Anaheim. That's gross. Again, you too, buddy. Wouldn't play one more season to get that 700 mark. A lot of big names out there retiring. Not a lot, but a few big names. And for goalies, Ryan Miller almost at 400 wins. Craig Anderson, Mike Smith, Brian Elliott. Damn. Very, very interesting. A few players now are scouts and coaches, so that is cool. And of course, we're here at the draft. We're gonna hop right into it, guys. I don't really have any plans for this episode apart to do the off season, so let's get through it. Buffalo wants to trade their pick, which is just crazy to me. I wouldn't want... If I move from 15 to 2, I am not trading my pick. That is an NHL player almost guaranteed. That is a Herzegovina player. I have not seen that flag in an NHL game in a long, long time. Not that we need a goalie either, but I am absolutely going with Amari Rath. Although, let's see when our next pick is, out of curiosity. Guessing it's not for a while, yeah. No, again, not that we need a goalie, but I am absolutely going for this guy. Amari McGrath. That is a sick name, too, by the way. Let's see, he is a high elite. That is interesting. That is very interesting. Let's just see what else we could have gone for. Wow, I'm glad we didn't have Paco. That is awful. Oh my God, Cogliano at the start of the draft there. That is crazy. Man, did we ever get a good pick there with that goalie? Holy. Cogliano, though, an 84 out of the draft. That is massive. That's insane. Let's move on to the next pick. We're going for the German. He actually could be an elite player. Steven Fritzmeier. As we move on to the third. Anyone here? We're gonna go for Matt Fraze. Could have been worse. Information on some of these guys. Should change the scouts over to junior leagues, but whatever. A medium top 6D. So that's actually not that bad. A medium elite goalie there for Columbus. But I don't need to draft a goalie probably ever again. I mean, I could go for a Bell Sharp, but I'm not going to. We're going to go Jan Zitnik. That's an incredible name. A low top 6D. So honestly, I mean, so far, knock on wood, we haven't really gotten anything bad. So we're going to go for the low top 4. He's a guarantee. Yeah, and so not too bad. On to the 6th round. I would like to try to get a forward here. Jorg Olawa is the highest rated forward, but I don't think he's going to be. We're going to go for Christian Hedin, who's actually an overager at 19, medium bottom 6. That's not too good at all, unfortunately. And then we move on to the 7th round selection. And actually, before we do this, I would actually like to take a look at trading away JVR, because of course he is on an expiring deal. So let's just see if anyone is intrigued in him. No, okay, well, it was worth a shot. I figured I'd check anyways. I did not mean to click X there. Alright, so let's move on to our 7th round selection. One of the last in the drafts here. Let's just see if there's any guaranteed players out there. I just want to make sure I sorted it by the right thing, because I had moved over by accident. So you've got Sauer here, Cody Sauer, potential elite, Ladislav Mazet and Karel Hromez are actually teammates, and they have a higher chance of being elite. But I think I'm going to go for Cody Sauer. Why not? He's a medium bottom 6. That's not very good, unfortunately. Shirk there, and then Carolina, of course, with the last one. Richer. But yeah, honestly, that draft was not that bad at all. Shout out to us for drafting a high elite goalie in the first round. We've got a few coaches and a ton of scouts, Jesus Christ, that are expiring. My God. What to do? I guess let's go to contracts first. Might as well. Let's see some growth. So we've got Konechny now up to a 91. Cool. He is so good. My God. Provorov at a 91. Patrick still at a 90. Couturier still at 88. Giroux still at an 86. Ghost still at an 85. Frost still at an 84. Farabee still at an 83. A little worried about them, not gonna lie. Myers at an 83. Voracek down to an 83. Evan Bouchard up to an 82 though. German Rupstov still, that growth is just baffling to me. I don't know what the hell happened to the guy, but he just wants a 1-year deal, but I'm going to give him a 2-year deal. I'm going to give him $1.3 million. That shouldn't really handicap us much. And then JVR, of course. Like I said, I am going to release JVR. That was the plan all along. Alex Barré-Boulet only wants 1 year. I mean, I'll give him the 1 year. That's fine. And Strawman does not want an extension. So we may have to look into a new right-handed defenseman for the NHL. I'm just going to check expiring. Let's just do forwards first. That will make my life a little bit easier. So, Aubé-Kubel, I mean, he had a fantastic season down in the AHL, so I'd like to bring him back. I'm going to give him what he wants, but for 3 years. Zachary Shenishin does not want an extension. He wants NHL money, so I'm going to release him. Jack Drury, though, probably going to sign him to a 3-year deal, give him a little bit of a raise. That is fine with me. Is that, Pascal? Yeah, Pascal Leberg. I'm just going to release him, to be honest. Although this guy, Leonardo De Luca, or it's Leonardo, actually, sorry. My God, he's got some stats all over the place. I really don't like players like that. Either way, though, he can get his ELC. Jeffrey is bad. I will release him. Volk is also bad. I will release him. Robinson is also bad. I will release him. And Grachev is arguably the worst out of those players, and I will release him. Defensively now, Samuel Morin can come back. He will stick in the AHL. I'll just sign him to a 2-year deal. Zamula, so honestly, could make a stride towards the NHL team. Maybe. I'm going to give him a 3-year deal. Wyatt. Is that Wyatt Wiley? It is. Alright, we'll give him a 2-year deal, a bit of a raise as well. Why not? Emily Raston can, of course, come back as well. Is that Matthias? Yeah, Matthias Sjogren. It's not terrible, but he's not good, really, by any means, so I'll grab him as well. Chiodo, though, I will release, and that will be it for the skaters. Onto goaltending, we don't have anyone. Although, I mean, definitely could sign some players, such as Amari McGrath. That is insane. That is really, really insane. What is, or when do we draft Carter Hart? I really don't know. He's down to an 89. He was drafted in the 2nd round, so interesting. Is that going to be our goalies for this season? I think so. Don't really think I plan on making any changes there. What is our forward core going to look like nowadays? Actually, well, let's just advance. Let's see what all these players say. I'm guessing everyone renews. Yeah, everyone does. So let's see what this team looks like. So forwards, we've got Konechny, Patrick, and Couturier, Giroux, Frost, and Farabee, Voracek, Lindblom, and Rupstov. Barre-Boulet, Ratcliffe, and Lawton. So that's our 12. And extras, we have Kubel, Robe Kubel, Strom, Bunneman, Torinsky, Drury, Henriksen, Biggs. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Don't even have to sign a forward at all, which is great. And defensively, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, we need a right-handed defenseman. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're good for defensemen as well. And then for their goaltending, of course, we're also good. So really, we can sim up to free agency now. And all we need is a defenseman that can play in the NHL. So let's just see who's expiring this year for coaches, or for our coaching staff, I guess. I just want to see how good these guys are. Kari Salo, I'll offer a contract just because he's a B. You know what? I'm just going to sort it by overall. Well, yeah, that's fine, actually. Bliznak will be released. I'm just going to fire him now, I guess. Claxon can be fired. Magon, I don't know how you'd say that. Spooner can be released. Cameron can be released. And Korolev can be released. And everyone else is B- up, which is fine with me for now. Anisimov, Olga Anisimov can get a contract. Dominic Brophy. Is that everyone? Yeah, that's everyone for scouts. And as for coaches, I'm just going to offer them all whatever they want. I don't really care. Some of them aren't really that good anyways, but whatever. It's fine. I mean, it clearly worked out in the AHL last year anyways, so there we go. And we can continue to advance some days now as we lead up to the free agency period. Not enough money, cool. Happy to join the team, cool. He accepted even though he didn't like it. He accepts. So I think there's only one person that did not accept from the coaches. That was Foss. He is our AHL. Okay, no, he's our AHL head coach, or I want him to be at least. I'll give him a bit of a raise. I don't really care. There, Foss, buddy, you can come back. Hopefully he accepts that at least. Salo accepts. Here's our scouts. We'll take a minute to scroll through. Oh no, we're good. Never mind. And the coach. Let's see. We get some more scouts. Coach accepts. All right. And the next day is free agency. There we go, ladies and gents. That was a pretty fast re-sign phase. Although I do most of our extensions in the regular season, to be fair. Some very decent forwards out there, such as, Braden Point, Ryan O'Reilly, F. Kenny Malkin, Tim Stützle. Wow. Ottawa really out of cap already. That sucks. Losers. Damn. Alright, so let's just sort it by a position for now. Let's just see what's out there. See if there's anyone I'm really intrigued at maybe looking at. Cole Caulfield would be nice, but it's obviously not going to happen. Who's this guy? Fabien Liesel. He is pretty damn good. I will offer him a contract. Yeah, not that we really need to, but I'm going to anyways. And yeah, that's really it. I don't really need to look for any prospects worse than that. Defensively, nothing really that great. Okay, to goaltending. Similar scenario, really nothing that great. So, Igor Shesterkin's in free agency. So let's just sort it by defenseman. Let's sort it by overall, and let's see what's out there. So we got Dustin Byfuglien, Mark Giordano, Matt Dumba, Duncan Keith, Oscar Klefbom, Dmitry Orlov, Tony DeAngelo, who's looking for an absurd amount of money. Damon? Yeah, right? Yeah, Damon Severson. PK Subban down to an 82. He's dropping fast. Brendan Carlo, Julius Honka. So there's a couple of decent right-handed defensemen out there. I don't want to go back to Byfuglien. Curious to know about Dumba, though. Doesn't really put up any points, by the looks of it at least. Yeah. He seemed to struggle quite a fair amount this past season, so I mean, he's an option, but meh. Tony DeAngelo is looking for an absurd amount of money. I mean, he's supposed to be a sick offensive defenseman, but he's honestly not even that good. Damon Severson isn't really going to put up points anyways, but can definitely be a serviceable shutdown defenseman. I mean, he's a pretty good two-way defenseman, to be fair. PK, of course, is an option. I'm surprised he's still that fast, just because he's quite slow in real life. You know, I'm kind of feeling Damon Severson, although a lot of teams are interested in him. My God. That's tough. That is very tough. He wants 4 years. You know, I don't really feel comfortable with giving him that much money, though. Maybe Subban is the move. I mean, DeAngelo just wants too much money as well. I'm just curious, what about Dumba? Dumba wants 4 years, and really, I mean, he doesn't want that much money, in all fairness. You know what? Let's just back out of here for a sec. Let's just see what's coming up over the next couple of seasons for expired players, because that will really determine what I might do here. So let's see. So next year, who is expiring? We've got Joel Farabee and Morgan Frost and Murray Boulay, Ratcliffe, Voracek, but 2 years out we have Sanheim, Rustov, a few prospects, Giroux, Bouchard, Konechny, Provorov, Jesus. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind signing someone, but ideally no more than a 2-year deal, just because that 2-year break is very big. Which, I mean, I think Subban was looking for a 2-year deal. It's just, I don't know how much I trust PK Subban to stay at that 82 overall. I really don't think he would. I might have to go for someone a little bit worse, such as Brandon Carlo or Julius Honka. Which, I mean, neither of them are really bad. Neither of them are really great either, though, so... I mean, defensively, we're obviously going Carlo. Offensively, we're going Honka, but Honka can kind of be a bit of both. Honka's pretty fast, which I like. I think I'm going to go for Julius Honka. 2 years. I think I'm going to cut it, though, to like $2.3 million. Like I said, as long as it's under 2 years, that is okay. And yeah, I mean, that's really going to be it. So, let's see what happens. We will start to sim in a couple of days. We get Liesel. Cool. DeSalvatore and Wallstead for 2/3. No thanks, Detroit. And we get Julius Honka. All right. So, I mean, really, guys, that is it. So we can already start the simulation to the next season. Yeah, I mean, that did not take long at all. That's pretty nice to see. And yeah, I mean, honestly, a pretty solid off season. We have a potential future franchise goalie. Don't know what's going to go on or what we're going to do about that situation down the line, but you never know. Um, yeah, I mean, anything could happen, right? And of course, we have still a very, very solid team. So I am intrigued to see what this team is going to look like heading into next season. Hoping for some growth out of some players like Farabee and Frost. I mean, no one else really. I mean, I wouldn't mind, obviously, out of other players, but like those two are the priority. So hoping to see something out of them. But I guess we'll wait and see what happens. So I am intrigued. Let's see, looking like we're about to hit the regular season. There it is. So let's set our captains. It's still going to be Couturier, Giroux, and Voracek. Although, obviously, those will change relatively soon. I plan on changing them at least. So, all right. Let's. What are these lines? What the fuck? Um, this is an interesting team. Konechny's now up to a 92 as well. Provorov also up to a 92 now. Jesus. Phil Myers up to an 84. That's surprising. That's good, though. That's really good. Um, I mean, this is what EA thinks are good lines. We are going to change some things around, though. So let's just see. Forwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, I mean, really, I would like to keep the same forward core as last season, of course, though. Rupstov in and JVR out. And, I mean, that's honestly totally okay with me. And then defensively, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is fine. And then those are, yeah, Zamula. Like I said, man, Zamula really could make a jump to the NHL here over the next couple of seasons. He's very solid offensively. He's an undrafted player as well. He's pretty damn sick. So, I mean, really, who does he replace? I guess it would be Sanheim. I mean, maybe. Anything could happen, right? We will see. Sanheim also expires in 2 years, so that actually might line up perfectly. We'll see how that goes, though. And of course, the goaltending will be changing. It'll be Hart and Allmark once again, and Sandstrom and Wallstead down in the AHL. We honestly have a pretty damn solid prospect pool right now. Lines and see what the game comes up with. This is obviously not going to be our team. I'm thinking I probably keep Frost, Patrick, and Konechny together once again. But I put Farabee on that second line with Giroux and Couturier. Although, how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to do it like that. Maybe. Then on our third line, I kind of want Ratcliffe on that third line just so he can maybe grow. Because obviously he's got a... I mean, he's 24, but he can actually grow still, and Rupstov as well. Is he okay as a centerman? I mean, yeah, he's not bad. I don't know how many points that line is going to put up. I don't know who's going to be scoring on that line. I guess it would be Voracek, but Voracek is obviously not the... not really a goal scorer. Defensively, I think I'm going to keep these pairings for now. The Provorov, Bouchard, Ghost Myers, Sanheim, Honka pairings. Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do. And of course, the goaltending, like I said, won't change. I just want to hop into the AHL really quickly, though. Let's best lines it. And let's just see... Strom, Henriksen, Obey-Kubel, Shushko, Drury, Torninski, Bunneman, Stasiak, Lissel, De Luca, Wisdom, and Biggs. I'm going to have to change some things around there. Zamula, Wiley, Rossin, Morin, Breezeball, and Sjogren. Yeah, I might change some things down there in the AHL, but yeah, not a whole lot, really. But yeah, guys, I think that will be everything. Actually, no, let's go and take a look at the record book. Why not? Let's just see where Giroux's at now. Obviously, I think he'll be pretty much leading a few stats now in franchise history. Yep, of course, most seasons, and that's actually it so far. Never mind. But yeah, Claude Giroux now has played the most seasons with the Philadelphia Flyers, more seasons than anyone else. That's very cool, though. Giroux, not too far behind Clark in points. Will he pass him? I do not know. Don't think he. I mean, he might pass assists, but I don't know if he passes. Well, I mean, 69 goals away. I mean, that's really not that bad. Yeah, I mean, Giroux definitely could. We'll see how it goes. I mean, we'll see what happens. Carter Hart, shutouts and wins have been climbing pretty fast. So, Jean Couturier now has more penalty minutes than Giroux as well, which is surprising just because of how much of a great defensive forward he is. And of course, Giroux getting very close to Bobby Clark on the games played. He will have that before like November probably. He only is 9 games away from tying Clark, so yeah, I mean, very, very cool. Not too bad. All right, so I think that will be everything for this episode, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy. I know it wasn't really too extreme or extravagant in any way, but either way, thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.